Okay, I had to redo it. Yeah, it might just make me go on because that witch. Anyway, I just wanted to do the little short to thank you for watching. So I have to do two parts. Um, yeah, this is what I go through. Ah, we're everywhere, damn it. Oy, can't even walk out there without, you see it's leaking on the side. No, I just, you know, I try and, I do my best not to, you know, to freak out and stuff like that because I do have anxiety. And it's been like this for years, where he does this and, I still love him. I just sometimes get mad at him just like everybody else does. And, I know that he's hurting, so am I. I mean, I don't go a day without having pain. So, I do my best not to get mad at him too much. So that's why I don't rant to him on, in his face. I just try to let it go, but sometimes it's hard. So, I understand he's freaking out because now he has to wait for another debit card. So, and he's worried about, rent coming up and how much we got to pay. And I've got that part handled. He don't have to pay anything rent-wise. I'm going to take it out of mine. Anyway, we just I live with what we got, And I understand his pain, believe me. I have more pain than he ever knows. And I'm like almost 10 years older than him. So, but I can't let the kids down just because of my pain. And I don't expect him to, be like me. People are different. Sorry, crazy. I'm trying to get necklace loose. I have to go with them, and if you don't want to go and do laundry, I'll go over there and do it myself. This is, I'm the type of person that likes to keep everybody happy. That's my problem. 'Cause sometimes you can't keep everybody happy. Sometimes you have to say, you know what, I gotta either do this or do that. And, we need the laundry done. I mean, it's piled up. I mean, we need the laundry done big time. Hang on. I'll show you. That bag, right there, is our laundry. And I'm running out of underwear. He's running out of clothes. So somebody's got to do it. If you don't want to go, I have to go. So, therefore, that's what's going to happen on that one. Hopefully everybody's doing a lot better than me. I just have to take it with stride. Take it with stride. I can't let everything upset me because, we're under the wire here. We're going to end up having to move out. Well, that's Chris. He put his soda in there and left it. But, like I said, he's a good person. He'll give the shirt off his back if he could. But sometimes he just gets to the point where I just want to slap him. And then, shock him into reality, saying, you know what, you're the one who agreed to going over there. But like I said, I understand his back pain because I have a curved disc in my back that hurts constantly. So I understand. But his decision, he needed to call his son and tell him that, not me. Instead, he put me in the middle of it, and I had to play peacemaker with both of them because, you know, even though there's father and son, they still have their quirks. You know, like the refrigerator thing. We want to get a separate refrigerator so that we can put our sodas and stuff like that in there where they can't get to it. And we want to make sure they're cold because, you know, everybody enjoys, especially in the hot weather, everybody enjoys a cold soda pop or a cold water or, you know, like that. I mean, water we can put in there because the baby drinks it, but which I won't mind either. But it's just he needs to realize, you know, this is a done deal. You know, we got to do what we got to do. And now I can't leave my son in a lurch either. And if he don't want to do it, fine. Then it'll come out of my check as long as I can come up with that part of the money, and I'm going to have to now, which means because I don't make that much, I have to go get a job, which will be kind of hard because it'll have to be within walking distance, and it'll have to be, you know, where I can make a little bit to, you know, put towards the rent. And he's leaving me in a lurch now because he doesn't really want to do it, and I know he don't want to do it. I know what he wants. I want the same thing. I want to go back to California. But right now, we can't. We don't have the money to do it. And I don't want to lose my son out of this, you know. I've already had to give up three other kids to adoption because of him. And it's not just because of him, because I made this decision myself. But I'm just saying, you know, his pushing a little bit kind of put it there too. But it wasn't because he didn't want them. Well, the first one I put up for adoption, his grandmother swore up and down, and this is according to him, swore up and down the child didn't belong to him when he did. I mean, child grew up to look exactly like Gary, except with darker hair and blue eyes. Oh boy, I could write a book of what down that. But like I said, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know, and he needs to understand we can't just back up there because we don't feel good. You know, we're gonna be in the midst of our granddaughter, you know, for part of her life. At least two. Okay, I gotta get off here. I'll do another video on Monday. Hopefully. Bye.